Take a slow breath and be still. Let this moment sink into your heart. You are not here by chance, and you did not pause at this exact time for no reason. I, the Lord your God, called you. I placed a meeting point between heaven and your daily life, between what you think is just an ordinary day and what I see as a key moment in your story. I chose this time because it matters. A moment of calling, a moment of waking up, a moment of change. Nothing you have lived through has led you here by mistake. I know what is going on inside you. I know your tired body, your brave smile, and the quick answers you give when someone asks if you are okay. I see past the calm face you try to keep. I see what sits heavy on your chest when no one else notices. Even the things you could not say out loud, even in your quiet prayers, I have already heard before you formed the words. You have carried more than others can understand. And even with the noise of life, even with so many things pulling at you, your soul still searches for me. I see it. I see you on the mornings when your strength feels low, when you try to stay strong but something in you is crying for help. I see you when you get busy to forget, yet the empty feeling keeps returning. None of this is hidden from me. I am the God who sees in the dark, who hears what is deepest, who looks at you without shame or blame, only with love and a plan to heal you. You are not broken past fixing. You are tired because you have fought too many battles inside your own heart. But today I have come to lift that load. Today I have come to speak to you clearly. Today I have come to take back the place in your heart that has always been mine. This is the moment heaven set apart to reach you. This time is for you to come back to me. As you listen, you do not need to understand everything. You only need to let go and trust what is already moving where you cannot see. What you feel right now is not just feeling, it is my nearness. I am here, and nothing will stop what I have decided to do in you at this moment. I slowed everything down so you could hear me. I came into the deepest part of your spirit to call you home. And what you sense right now, this small warmth, this sudden coolness, this strong feeling that something holy is happening, is only the start. You were rushing. Yes, you were rushing, but I stopped everything because what I need to say to you cannot be put off anymore. No more life spent covering what hurts. No more hiding from what your spirit already knows is true. How long have you tried to drown out a pain that can only be settled by my voice? I see you trying to be brave, trying to keep going like nothing is wrong, but I do not want a mask in front of me. I want you real. I want you complete, even if you feel weak, honest, even if you feel worn out, here, even if you feel unsure. You came at the exact time meant for you. Yes, now, not earlier, not later, because your spirit was ready. Even if your mind still argued, because your heart was already calling, even if your mouth had no words. I am the God who responds before you even ask. And that response is not only a message, but my nearness, my touch, my light, my truth made clear. Your soul was not made to only get by underweight and quiet pain. I shaped you to breathe calm, to be led, and to be filled with my presence. But I know the world has been noisy. Your days have been nonstop. Your hurts have piled up in silence, and you have tried to hold it all together. But no amount of control can heal a wound deep in the spirit. And today, if you let me, I will heal you from the inside, where no one else can reach. You are not hearing this because you are curious, and you are not here by chance. I set every part in place so this voice could reach you right when your spirit feels most open and most tired. And now, with your heart open and your body may be heavy, I tell you, it is time. Time to come back, time to listen with your spirit, Time to soften your guard. Time to stop acting like all is fine when I know it is not. There is no shame in feeling tired. The real loss would be to turn away from the call. And you are not turning away. You are here. You heard it, and you stayed. That alone is a sign, an important mark, a clear echo that your soul wants more, even while your body still doubts. And I honor that, because only those chosen by heaven can stand strong against the loud noise of this world. Comment: this moment was for you not because I need your words, but because this line is like a holy mark. When you write it, you place in plain sight what the unseen has already decided. You say before heaven and earth that you know God has touched you. And when you answer with faith, things begin to shift. You reach this point at the right time, and that changes everything. You got used to smiling on the outside while tears stayed hidden inside. I saw it. You worked hard so no one would notice how worn out you were, how much it felt like something in you was slowly fading. But no cover can keep me from seeing. I see past your actions. I hear past your words. I understand even the cries you could not say out loud. And that is why I came. For a long time your soul has been trying to speak, but your mouth still could not form the words. Your quiet moments spoke louder in heaven than all the sounds around you on earth. Your eyes, even when no tears fell, were full of asking. Your body kept going, but your spirit felt out of breath like someone carrying too much weight with no rest. And still you kept trying to make sense of it all, even with doubt, even when you felt my silence. I did not miss any of it. I gave you signs. I gave you gentle nudges that came through the words of people close to you. I gave you dreams where I shared true things with you, things you could not fully explain, but you felt they were real. I even allowed hard moments, not to hurt you, but to wake you up. They were not random. They were like unseen threads pulling at your heart, and yet you stayed busy, trying to keep everything perfect, trying only to make it through the day. I do not blame you for not seeing it clearly. I know how much noise the enemy has planted around you. He yells lies where I speak softly with truth. It pulls your focus with fear, with hurry, with pressure, with false hope. And in the middle of all that, my voice seemed quiet. But I never stopped watching you with care and patience. I kept trying to reach your heart without taking away your choice. Because real love does not break in. It keeps knocking with gentle care. You started to ask yourself if I still saw you, if I still cared, if I had gone silent. You thought maybe you drifted too far, maybe your best days were already gone, but today I came to shatter that lie. I came to say before heaven and earth that you were never out of my view, that you never stepped beyond the reach of my mercy, that even on the days you felt alone, I held on to parts of you, parts you did not even notice were falling apart. Your darkest thoughts do not frighten me. Your confusion does not drive me away. I am the God who cuts through heavy feelings and cloudy thoughts to reach a soul that is still searching for what is true. You have been surrounded by many voices. Some say there is no way forward. Others try to tell you your faith means nothing. But the truth I bring today breaks those hidden chains. I am still here. I have always been here. What you call spiritual dullness, distance, or no strength to pray is often an unseen fight, a quiet war inside your spirit. But remember this, if the fight is still there, it is because your soul still belongs to me. The enemy would not work so hard to confuse someone who is already gone. He tries to mute your inner voice because he knows something in you is still alive, something that still reacts to my touch, my voice, my call. Even when you felt you could not pray, I heard what your heart still murmured. I heard the thoughts you sent upward while you walked in silence. Those moments when you looked up and asked without sound, "Is there still a place for me?" I held them all, because I am a father who answers before the question is even fully shaped. You do not need to act strong in front of me. I came to meet you where you are, not where you wish you were. I came to speak in a way you can understand now, with words that do not press you down, but lift and heal you. You do not fail me. Instead, I am moved by your quiet strength, your small search, your wounded faith that still beats. The Holy Spirit did not leave you. Even when you stepped back from habits, from places of worship, from fasting, and from many words, He stayed. Quiet, yet near. Gentle, yet working, waiting for the right time when your soul would find the path back again. And that time is here. This is a moment to come close again, not a moment to be blamed. It is a moment to be made whole, not a moment to carry shame. I did not come to point fingers. I came to heal you. Do you feel something waking up inside you? A soft warmth, a calm you cannot explain, the tear that wants to rise. Do not push it down. It is me reaching your spirit. It is me saying, "You are still you. You are still the one I want to speak with." Your life still holds a deep and lasting call. You were not left behind. You are waking up again. Send this message to someone else who needs to hear my voice, not as a quick share, but as a strong and faith-filled step. Because just as I reach you, I want to reach others through you. When you pass on light, you spread heaven's touch across the earth. You become a path for the same voice that is lifting you right now. I know your quiet places. I heard your hidden cries, and I did not turn away. I came closer. And now it is your turn to choose what you will do with this call. You have carried this pain like someone carrying it alone, like someone walking through life while trying to look fine, but deep inside you are tired of holding it back. I know that weight. It is not only a tired body, not only heavy feelings, it goes deeper. It is your soul feeling like it has lived through too much. And today I tell you, this pain was not for nothing. The suffering you could not explain is part of something bigger than you ever thought. Every secret tear I collected, not one was missed, not one was wasted. Each one fell like a seed into the unseen ground. They watered the place where I am preparing your new start. And even if you only see hard ground right now, the work has already started. I do not throw away what hurt you. I shape it into meaning. I turn what looked like ruin into a strong base. I saw you trying to stay strong. I saw you wake up on dark days and still rise. I saw you wrestling with messy thoughts, pains you could not explain, and memories that kept trying to lock you in yesterday. And even when you felt unseen, I was there. I stayed close to you, even when you believed you were walking by yourself. You were not made to carry hurt forever, but you did not meet this pain by accident either. This hard season you have lived through was shaping you. The long nights, the heavy quiet, the no answers that broke your plans, each one was building you. Because what I am about to bring into your life needs strength and steady ground, and sometimes only pain can form that kind of inner frame. This was not punishment. It was getting you ready. You asked for clarity, you asked for a path, you asked to grow. But real growth almost never comes wrapped in comfort. It often comes when the roots go deep inside the soul. And that is what I have been doing in you. I let what was shallow fall apart so what was strong could take shape. And now, even if your eyes cannot see it yet, something inside you has already started to shift. Your spirit is waking up again. promises you thought were buried are opening their eyes. I breathe life into what feels dry and empty. I speak to what seems finished and call it forward again. I bring back to life the gifts inside you that you almost forgot were there. You thought a chapter was closing, but it was the start of new understanding. You will not step out of this season the same way you stepped in. A miracle is happening within you, and it is not only the kind people can see on the outside. It is a quiet miracle that changes how you think, clears how you see, and brings your heart back into line. Your healing began the moment you chose to listen to me. Your new life began the moment you let my voice enter the place that hurt. You are not where you used to be. What I began, I will complete. And when I complete it, even those who stand against you will see that what happened in you cannot be explained by normal life, because it is not only human, it is from above. It is holy. It is the hand of the living God reaching into your story. The pain you carried holds a deeper reason. It was allowed to be pulled up from deep inside you, because there are parts of the spirit you can only reach when everything around you feels like it is breaking. And it was in that very place that I shaped you again. You are not ruined. You are being rebuilt not from the outside first, but from the inside. I am not only putting the pieces back together, I am making you new. And even if you are still trying to understand, even if your faith feels small at times, remember this. Faith is not the same as having zero doubt. Faith is choosing to stand even when doubt is there. And you have stood. You listened. You stayed. You cried. And you are still here. This matters to me. This honors me. This gives room for me to work freely within you. Do not assume nothing is happening. Just because you do not see big changes on the outside does not mean things are not being set in order on the inside. You are already stronger, even if you cannot tell yet. You are already lighter, even if some weight still hangs around you. You are already closer to what I promised. Even if the signs seem slow, now is the time when I begin to raise up what was watered with tears. Now is the time when your path turns. Not because life will suddenly be easy, but because now you will know who walks with you step by step. A steady sense of my nearest will make even simple moments feel holy. Like this video and subscribe if you have not yet, because when you answer with faith, you mark with action what your spirit has already understood, and you also join a stream that keeps moving past these words. I will keep speaking to you. I still have more to show you, and every time you seek me, I draw nearer with stronger clarity. What you are about to live is greater than what you have lost. And it begins when you understand that this pain you carry has a deeper purpose, and that purpose is me. Do you feel that something has shifted? That the air feels different? A heavy quiet that comes before a big choice. This is not your mind making things up. This is your spirit sensing that something unseen is counting down. It is heaven whispering that the time has come to stop delaying what should have been faced already. That is why I came not only to soothe you, but to wake you up, because your time is running short. And I am not speaking of the time of the body, but the time of the soul, the time of mercy, the time to choose. You have 7 symbolic minutes left. No, it's not a real countdown, but a spiritual signal that you are nearing the end of a cycle. If you don't make the right choice now, you might miss what was prepared for you since the beginning. I'm not saying this to scare you. I don't work through fear. I am the God of peace, but I am also the God of truth. And the truth is, some things can't wait any longer. You've overlooked many signs. You stayed quiet when you should have spoken up. You held back when you should have stepped forward. Still, I looked for you again and again with love and patience. But a time comes when the moment must find you ready. Because if you keep delaying it, not only will you lose the blessing, but your heart may grow cold. And when the heart grows cold, it turns away, and what turns away can get lost. So I speak to you now with love that is firm. Wake up. This may be the last call in this way, not because I want to leave you behind, but because I've done everything to bring you close. I've sent people, breathed thoughts into your heart, created sudden meetings, stopped your routine. Now I speak to you myself, eye to eye, soul to soul. You felt it for days now, this unusual feeling inside, this nudge that you can't keep living the same way. It's not guilt, it's my spirit trying to stir your soul before time runs out. It's heaven speaking loud inside your silence. Return. Choose. Make a move. Wake up, because there is a point you may not be able to return from, and you are close to it. How many times have you said later is better? Now is not the right time. I need more clarity. I need more control. But the truth is, every delay has cost you a chance. Time doesn't wait for your perfect plan. Eternity doesn't shift for your comfort. Walk in heaven's rhythm, and heaven is telling you, now. Now is the right moment. Now is the day of salvation. Now is the time to take your stand, to cut ties with what must be left behind, to walk away from what your spirit has already called out, and to stop acting like you don't understand what I've been asking of you, because deep down, you do. You're not confused. You're resisting. Today I place two paths before you. One leads to life, the other to spiritual emptiness. And I'm urging you to choose life. But this choice is yours alone. It won't be pushed on you. It won't be forced, but it will be expected. Because no one crosses this point without choosing. And I won't pretend this is small. What's at risk is more than your comfort, it's your soul, your purpose, your eternity. You've arrived at a turning point, and it demands a response. Either you continue to act like everything is fine and slowly drift away until my voice becomes just a memory, or you stop now, fall to your knees in spirit, and say, God, I'm coming back. This moment can't be pushed aside anymore. There are voices trying to drag you away. There are knots forming in your thoughts. If you don't untangle them now, they'll tighten more than you know. I came to free you, but I only free those who choose to walk out of their prison. I only enter hearts that open. I only rebuild what is given back to me. I won't take the step that belongs to you. The door is wide open, but you must walk through. The river of my spirit is flowing, but you must step in. The table is ready, but you must take your seat. There are promises that haven't been fulfilled because they're still stuck in a heart divided. There are gifts asleep, waiting for your full surrender. There are clear directions waiting for your yes. This is the moment that matters. These 7 spiritual minutes may seem short, but in the light of eternity, they are enough for everything to change. You're in a countdown not to scare you, but to cover you in mercy. It's like an alarm before a storm, like a trumpet before a crossing, like a sound that comes just before the answer. And if you truly listen now, everything can shift. But if you delay again, the next season will be harder. Not because I want you to suffer, but because what I plan for you needs your surrender right now, in this very moment. This is the voice of heaven saying, stop arguing with your own heart. Stop trying to excuse what your spirit already knows must be let go. Stop using time as a reason to delay, because time keeps moving and eternity keeps coming closer. You feel it, you know it, and now the choice is in your hands. It wasn't hard to hear me because you lacked belief, but because the noise around you was too loud. Empty promises, quick solutions, easy paths that looked bright but left you hollow inside. All of it tried to bury my whisper. And for a while, you were unsure. You thought you were growing, but you were stuck in the same place. You thought you were moving ahead, but your spirit was worn out from chasing things that never filled you. I saw it all. You tried to hold balance between the truth you knew and the comfort you wanted. Still, something deeper inside you kept rising up, whispering quietly, "This isn't right. This doesn't fill me. This isn't light." That voice was never guilt, it was my spirit inside you, holding on for you when you were too tired to hold on for yourself. The pressure around you was strong. You were told that seeking purity was too much, that waiting on my timing was foolish, that real freedom meant doing whatever you wanted. But your soul felt the weight of those lies. Because once you're marked by me, emptiness can't satisfy you. You even tried to blend in, but it never sat right. That's because what I planted in you was built for higher places, not shallow ones. And I noticed every quiet moment when you chose me. I saw when you turned from something that promised quick relief and picked the pain of obedience. I saw when you stepped away from what called your name, though fear shook your body. I saw when you said no to something that looked good, because your spirit felt it wasn't from me. I saw when you chose to pray instead of giving into impulse even when you felt weak. You think these were small. To me, they were huge victories. Every time you surrendered, heaven celebrated. Every tear you held back was a battle cry. Every act of quiet strength was answered with a move from above. You were never alone in the fight, and you didn't win because of your power. You won because I stepped in right on time. You have no idea how often your name was spoken in spiritual battles. How many nights, while you were sleeping, I sent protection over your home. How many times your mind was just moments away from falling into dark, painful thoughts, but my spirit blocked them. You remember those moments when peace suddenly filled you after feeling overwhelmed? That wasn't luck. That was me. That was divine help. I even sent Michael, my trusted warrior. Yes, the archangel himself, the one who fights for chosen souls, was sent on your behalf. When you felt unseen, he was beside you. Sword drawn not to punish but to protect. He stood between you and harm, blocking attacks from places you never saw coming. He guarded your thoughts, your steps, your home. There were days you didn't understand how you were still standing, when everything seemed to collapse around you, but something held you steady. That something was my hand. The strength you felt in your weakness was never yours alone, it was my help, sent to keep you standing. Even when life was unclear, you still belonged to me. As long as the fire in your heart flickered, I refused to let you fall. You have no idea how many unseen wars have already been won. How many judgments were wiped away, how many traps were destroyed, how many dark voices were silenced, all because, even hurt, you kept whispering, "God, I still want to hear you." That moment shook all of hell, because nothing shakes darkness like a tired soul that chooses not to quit. Comment 777 if you understand heaven has fought for you. It's not just a number, it's a mark of truth. A symbol that you know you didn't reach this point on your own. You were held by a power this world cannot see, but your soul knows well. And this moment of recognition brings even more movement from above. The voices of the world tried to cover mine, but my voice is eternal. And even when you didn't notice, you kept answering. You are closer than you know, not just to outward change, but to a deep, full transformation of your soul. Because every battle you faced, every night you felt like giving up, every tear you thought went unseen, was leading you right here to this exact turning point. Heaven is now lining up with your story, and I've come to declare that the silence is turning into answers. The waiting is becoming revelation. The pain you carried is becoming proof that something sacred was being shaped. You were not destroyed, you were awakened. The pressure inside was never the end, but the beginning. A beginning of deeper sensitivity, of clearer awareness, of spiritual understanding that only comes after many tears, many storms, and much inner struggle. And now, your eyes are seeing more clearly, your ears are more open, your heart is starting to catch what once confused you. That's because I'm removing the fog from your view. Every time you called my name, even in weakness, I heard you. Every whisper of "I can't take this anymore" pulled me closer to you. Every time you said "help me," even if only in your mind, I moved things in your favor. Not one prayer was wasted. Not one tear was forgotten. Every word, every cry, every silence, it was all kept, and now is the time for what was hidden to become visible. You thought your prayer wasn't strong enough, but its power didn't come from how loud it was or how perfect the words sounded. Its power came from your honesty, from the pain behind it, from the truth it carried, and that's what broke through. That's what reached my throne. That's why the answers are being released now. What was locked is being opened. What was blocked is being removed. The spiritual air around you is shifting. You might still see the same people, face the same struggles, deal with the same problems, but something inside you is not the same. You feel it, and that feeling is real. It's not just emotion, it's my spirit showing you that the season has changed. The chains are weakening. The noise is fading. The cycle has turned.